Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are La Lido Loca, and this is our 15 weeks to thinner cruising, losing weight loss for a cruise. It's week 11.
Wow.
It's the update. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the channel. If you're brand new here and you enjoy cruising or you're tracking along with weight loss, consider subscribing for all of the latest videos. That's what I'm saying. Look, I know you guys got questions like, why are we wearing these hats? Why are you wearing that hat, Jenny?
To save my head from the sun. Well, you were wearing a hat, so I wanted to wear a hat.
Oh, you copycat. I just got back from my 20-minute walk in Hawthorne Park. If you want to get some steps in and you want me to narrate your walk, I will leave a link in the description to my walking video from today. Walking for weight loss at Hawthorne Park.
That's very cool. That's a beautiful little park.
It is a cool park, but yeah, I was afraid that I was going to get a sunburn. So that's why I got the hat on.
Yeah.
All right, so week 11, we want to talk about the scales this week.
That's right. Let's talk about the scales.
There are a couple ways to go about weighing yourself when you are trying to lose weight. Some people weigh daily, some people weigh weekly. Me personally, I've been weighing daily. Jenny, you've been weighing daily or weekly?
Yes, daily.
So I read an article
Which is not good.
Well, let's talk about that. I read an article that said people who weigh daily are more likely to lose weight because they're always conscious about it. But I have heard that being discouraging and some people preferring to weigh weekly. On Weight Watchers, they advocate weighing weekly because of the fluctuation in the weight.
Yeah.
All right, well, we won't get too deep in this video. Let's tell you what we did. We decided last week that we weren't going to weigh at all this week.
Nope.
So we did not weigh at all this week. We don't know if we gained or if we lost. We completely ignored the scale. So we went from weighing every day for 10 weeks to not weighing at all. And we're not going to weigh today. We're going to pick up the weight again next week. What is significant is starting today, we are 30 days from our cruise.
That is so exciting.
So we took a week off. Now there is some sort of psychological thing that goes on in your brain that you are more motivated for a new beginning. And so we've got 30 days left of this part of our weight loss journey. And it's a new beginning. So like next week will be the first weigh-in for us again.
Well, and also it's a new beginning because we're going to be measuring our bodies, so we can go by that instead of pounds.
Man, we have committed to measuring before and we never do it.
We're doing it. It's a new beginning.
Check
just
back,
like my hat.
Check back next week.
How do you wear your hat?
Well, right now I wanted people to be able to see me, but this is the way I wear it when I'm walking around. But check back next week and we'll see if we've actually measured.
Okay.
It will be interesting. But so, do you like weighing every day or you don't like weighing every day?
So I'm pretty obsessive about it, so I like to weigh every day. But like you said, when I weigh every day and if there's a fluctuation in it, I kind of just get really discouraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so you'll see that maybe one day you're down a pound and the next day you're back even or you're up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like on that end, if I'm a little bit up, I get very discouraged. But on the flip side, if I weigh every day and I'm down like a half a pound that next day, I'm like, oh, this is working. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
But when we were on Weight Watchers before and we lost a significant amount of weight, we only weighed once a week.
We did.
So I'm tempted just to weigh once a week and see how that works on my, psychology. But I don't know.
Well, let's put away the scales then.
We could.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and the other thing that we do is we keep our scale in front of our refrigerator. So anytime,
come on, who does that?
Anytime that we're thinking about so we have a couple techniques. We go grocery shopping every other day. We don't keep anything in the house. That way we can't overeat. And then we keep our scale in front of our refrigerator so that we don't overeat. So that's working out pretty well for us. But it's a lot of trips to the grocery store.
It is, and then then it's like, oh, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. Let's go to the store.
Exactly. So we got that going on. And we also, I just wanted to say this. Sometimes in the comment, people say, don't call it losing weight for a cruise. It should be a lifestyle change. I just
is.
want to let everybody know out there that cruising is our lifestyle.
That's right.
Like, we don't plan on stopping. So even though we have just a few more of these weigh-ins for this cruise, we're going to keep doing it every week because we do find this to be a great accountability group. Even just looking at the camera, knowing that we want to share with you guys how we're doing on this weight loss journey, we don't want to stop doing that. And so I do agree it's a lifestyle change, but for me it's a cruising lifestyle change. I want to cruise healthier, and I want to cruise as long as possible. So for me, the way that it works, it's easier for me to tie it to something. It's too broad to say, oh, I'm going to make a lifestyle change. That's too nebulous. It's too nothingness to me. That's just the way that I'm wired. So if I associate it with a thing, that's helpful to me. And I would just hope that people out there that don't think like I do, I appreciate your thought process, but I'm not going to say your thought process is wrong. And I would hope that you guys would afford us the same courtesy.
That's right.
I don't know. To me,
because
that's the way being human beings work,
yeah,
right?
and everything works
different
differently.
strokes for different folks.
Yeah, and
what you talking about, Willis?
Everybody's mind just works differently.
Yeah, and I don't think I get discouraged, but sometimes in the comments there are people that are like, oh, you're just doing it wrong, and I'm not going to support you unless you call it the one thing, or I'm not going to be for you unless you're doing it the way that I'm doing it. And
I hope you're for us, because we're for you.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And sometimes you got to work through that and say, okay, these people mean well, but wow, it doesn't sound like it.
Right.
And my feelings get hurt. That's okay. You can now make fun of me because my feelings get hurt. Or if you're trying to intentionally hurt my feelings, you're succeeding.
What?
But you know what? The positive far outweighs the negative, and we're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep calling it, losing weight for a cruise. We're going to call it our weight loss journey. Sometimes I'll call myself fat. It's all good in the neighborhood, and we are just 30 days until we cruise, and our big goal is to be 30 pounds down by the time we go on that cruise. Jenny's already 25 pounds down. I'm about 23, 24 pounds down, and so we got 30 days to get over the last hump. We'll be 30 pounds lighter, and then we'll continue to lose weight for our next cruise as we work toward our big weight loss goals.
Right, like you said the F word, that you could be able to call yourself
fluffy.
F-A-T. For me,
P-H-A-T.
so this is just a for instance,
Yes.
right? Like my mind thinks differently.
Yes.
Like that word is a trigger word for me.
Yeah.
So I just like to use fluffy. So I mean, even between us two, there is different thing. Like I will never call myself F-A-T. It'll be fluffy or it'll be thick.
Well, let me say
I like
this.
the word thick.
I like the word thick too. But since you told me that, I did not know that it was a trigger word for you, Jenny. I thought you
No,
I thought any of it just bounced off. I will not use that word anymore.
No, and I mean, not that it's a trigger word, but I just don't. I don't like that word.
I know. I don't want to use a word that you don't like.
No, it's fine.
I'm fine.
It's kind of like I don't know. What words don't you like?
I don't know. I like all words. I think
Yeah.
language is interesting, and
And let me rephrase that. Ice cream is a trigger for me.
ice cream is a trigger.
It is. No, I'm just saying, like, that's the difference, right? Like, my mind thinks differently than you. And, people, say it's a lifestyle or a diet or, whatever it is to you in your mind, just do it, right? Like, we're losing that weight and, just encourage each other. And
I think that's the biggest thing. And I know people like to give negative reinforcement. They like to go tough love. But you also have to know the people that you're loving on and the people,
Right.
how they respond to stuff like that. And for me, I get more support out of people saying, thank you for jumping up another week. Look, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I'm just saying, please respect one another. Know that people do it differently in life. And man, I really hope you wouldn't support your fellow man just because you don't like the language that they use. We're not going to get anywhere like that. Not us personally, just people in general. So
Well, and to, on a positive note, like besides that, and it's positive, at least they're taking the time to leave a comment, and we appreciate that.
100%.
Right, but like on a positive note, this week I talked to a gentleman that started dieting with us, well, or lifestyle change.
You can't call it a diet,
or,
Jenny.
had a change in their lifestyle because of us. He wanted to walk along with us.
Yeah.
And he's down 32 pounds.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many other great stories.
We had a lot of stories like that. I made that first 10-minute walking video last week, or just earlier this week, and so many people said, look, I wasn't moving at all, and now I've gotten up and I've moved. And so that's really satisfying. Of course, I'm out there having to do the steps. We're walking, and now other people are walking with us, losing weight with us. So
I love it.
It's awesome. So, all right, guys, no weight this week. We're avoiding the scales. I would love to hear your input on whether you should weigh daily or weigh weekly. What works best for you? Let's have that conversation down below. And honestly, anybody who comments, all the love and respect to you. We do appreciate you taking the time to watch the video and to interact.
And give us your opinion.
30 days till we cruise. We got some goals. We got to hit them. I'm looking forward to it. All right, it's almost cruise day.
30 days.
It's cruise day.
Yay.
All right.
It's not cruise day. Let's say it correctly. Cruise day.
Cruise day. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. If you want to walk along with me, nice 20-minute walk. I will leave it in the description and up above. Get some steps in, and we will be back next week, I guess, with some measurements.
That's right.
And our new weight loss total. Thank you so much for stopping by. Much love to all you guys out there. Keep doing what you're doing. Again, this is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are La Lita Loca.
We are.
And until the next time.
We'll see you on the Lido.
We'll see you on the Lido.
Bye.
Bye.